Hi, we're now doing one of the final videos on this now. We've got this in the optical unit. We've got the EHT connected up, power supply, and the set itself. Just switched it on, and I've got quite a reasonable result. I'm actually projecting this up onto the roof of the shed, which is quite bright, as you can see. So there's the images coming up. That's it warming up, and there it's on the screen. It's defocused to start with. Takes a few minutes or two for the focus to settle on this, I've noticed, but there doesn't seem to be any component issues that causes it to be out of focus to start with, but it does gradually come in. They do specify a warm-up period with these things, remember, so it's gradually coming into focus now. After another couple of minutes it should be fine because it's been off. So this is it in the another Schmidt unit, because the Adams Schmidt unit is not in good condition. It's really bad. The mirrors are terrible in it, and of course we realised that the corrector lens was of course in a bad state. So this one has got the same number on the corrector lens, so it's probably out of a Phillips or a Stella. I actually broke up two projection units that were completely rotten about a year and a half ago. The cabinets were literally completely fallen to pieces with the what do you call it, woodworm. And of course then we discovered that both the EHT units were faulty. At that time I'd never opened them up, and there were so many things. The chassis were corroded. It was just a mess, so I decided I'll keep some bits for spares, but I kept these optical units, and they're obviously the same optical units as used in the Peto Scott. I actually think I might have even sent one to Adam already, so he's probably got one anyway, which will do. But this one's a good one. This one's got a nice clear lens, you know, so it's fine. And there's the result on the ceiling. I've no other way of doing this, to be fair. It's the angle coming off the optical unit. It's a bit strange, but these can be rotated. Don't forget that this assembly here can, you know, the scan coils etc. can be turned. So this is a final adjustment that needs to be done once Adam gets the set back, because this is something I just cannot do here because I don't have the cabinet. If I had the cabinet, yeah, I could do all the final adjustments. The cores fortunately weren't as big a problem as I envisaged yesterday. I've realigned it with the wobbulator. I'd say that it's not, the top end response isn't as good as like the Decca 1000 for instance, but it's actually okay. It's acceptable, you know. It is reasonably good. So, but I can't obviously focus this properly because the distance is wrong here, because this goes through a mirror, remember, as well in the set, and which is funny because, to be fair, I mean the writing on the test card is the right way around, so I assume that it is done with a mirror. Not having the set here, I could be completely wrong, but as I say, it may just be a directly, but it might be a really big cabinet. But I'm really surprised actually. But this is Adam's tube, and this is Adam's you know, scan coils etc., and nothing's been changed. So the set is working, the set is fine, the picture's good, everything works as it should do. So after a soak test, the set's going to be released, assuming that it runs fine. But we've done a fair bit to this. This has been a bit more than I thought it would be. The EL38 in the line stage was faulty. There was a few, the EF80s actually low emission. EB91 was knackered, I think probably because of the fault this actually had with the protection. We had, as I say, we did that, and we've had to supply this this other optical unit as well. So I'll just quickly show you what this does. Width, when you reduce the width, the brightness goes down, which is normal. That's how the protection circuit works. If I fiddle about with that's the frame hold. If I fiddle about with the height, I think it was the height, again it goes dull to start with and it brightens up, which again is quite correct. So the protection circuit is operating as it should do. There's a linearity. This is the RF gain. As you see, it takes it right up. You know, it's well overdriving that EHT unit there. In fact, I think there was a bit too much gain on it, to be honest with you. Just turn the brightness up slightly to compensate. Yep, that's better. We touch the focus. Now remember, these things are quite fussy. They are. You know, it's hard to get really sufficient brightness on them without defocusing. Because, even though this one, the EHT stabilisation is pretty good since we did this repair to the EHT unit, it's never as good as a direct view set. Yeah, they were very much a compromise, and he'll find that once he's got this back, this has to be watched in the dark room, unfortunately, because even though that tube is immensely bright on the faceplate, once it's gone through the mirrors, once it's scanned to a much larger picture, it's yeah, it's dull. Now that's probably equivalent to about a 17-inch here. I think the actual focus, the focal length is a bit out, because I did have to adjust it a little bit to get it to focus mechanically. But again, this is the setup that will have to be done when Adam's got this back, because again, this is a Schmidt unit from another set, you know. But Adam's own one is just, it's no good. It's absolutely no good, you know. So there we go. Anyway, I'm quite happy with the job that's been done. The set works fine. I'm pleased enough with the way it is. There's been an awful lot of work done to just about every capacitor has been replaced. We're running this in 230 volts at the moment, and it's working as it should do. So I'm pleased overall with what I've done. I'm pleased overall with the result, and we're now going to get this thing running for a few hours. If everything goes all well, we'll be getting it boxed up, ready for it to be collected. So there you go, another one done. So, and it's been interesting. It's been good to do. It has. I've enjoyed the work that I've done onto it. So there we go. The only thing that we need, which I don't have, is I had to replace the RF. You might not see it because there's not a lot of light in here at the moment. In fact, let's just put some light on. There we go, a bit of light. And you can still see the image in the screen. So, the RF gain control was faulty. I do not have anything that would do it. So that is a nice Russian control that's been fitted in here. If Adam wishes to cut the shaft down a little bit, that's fine, and put a knob on it, yeah, but I don't have anything that will do it. So that can be done if he wishes. So there we go. So that's it. That's it all done. That's it going to be running on test now for a few hours, and then we shall send it out, and that's it. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks everybody for all the kind comments, and thanks for looking at these videos. Cheers for now. Bye bye.